Hi, good morning, everyone. So, today we're going to talk about detoxifying the lungs, a vital organ in the human body and something that almost all of us have no control over when it comes to the air that we breathe, the environmental toxins, and the pollution all around us. So, a few weeks ago, we looked at detoxifying the liver and the gallbladder, then we did the kidneys, and today we're going to talk about the lungs. Now, your lung is made up of 90% space for air, and the balance 10% is tissues. Now, most lung disorders, most lung infections, and diseases ranging from asthma to sinus is caused due to the amount of mucus that your lungs build up. Mucus builds up in your lungs as the natural body defense mechanism to prevent certain bacteria and pathogens from causing an issue. But that mucus leads to complications like asthma, sinus, discomfort in the chest, and a whole load of other infections. How do we keep our lungs clean? One of the primary functions of the lungs is respiration, which is a process which allows the inflow of oxygen into the lungs and distribution to billions of cells in the human body, and the removal of carbon dioxide, which is a waste gas from, metabolic waste of tissues and food. So you have the inflow of oxygen and the outflow of carbon dioxide. Now, as long as we keep this process working efficiently, we don't have lung problems and we maintain the health of our lungs. We have clean lungs. The importance of oxygen reaching those billion cells is completely proportionate to your immunity. We all have billions of cells in our body, and if everyone observes right now how you're breathing, observe right now, are you breathing to your full capacity? No, now take a deep breath. That's how much oxygen needs to get into your body. At the same time, we take in less oxygen and we expel less carbon dioxide. So that waste gas carbon dioxide stays in your tissues, compromising cellular health. It makes your body more acidic. It doesn't allow you to lose weight. It doesn't allow you to heal when you have a disease. So the idea is getting in pure oxygen and removing carbon dioxide as quickly as possible. In most lung disorders, you'll find that the carbon dioxide levels in the human body builds up, and that's what creates most of the issues. So today we're going to talk about simple ways to detox the lungs out of the comfort of your own home. So I'm going to run by a couple of tips and points and later put it into a structure. And maybe we'll select Friday this week as a day for everyone to do the lung detox. So you have time to get all the ingredients and everything that you need to make the lung detox effective. So number one, we're looking at breaking down mucus, something that almost everyone has accumulated in their lungs because of the kind of world that we live in and the kind of air that we breathe. So a lot of the tips that we're going to talk about today revolves around breaking down mucus. So number one, in the morning, I'll explain the whole structure later. I'll post that on my Facebook page. So right now you can just listen and get an idea of what it's going to take for you to clean out your lungs. So you have 2 cloves of garlic, which are mashed. You mix that with 1 tablespoon of a Manuka honey or a really good raw organic honey, and you have that in the morning because that helps you break down mucus. The previous night you soak a tablespoon of fenugreek seeds in water, and in the morning you drink the water and you chew on the fenugreek seeds. Although this is a great remedy for diabetes as well, it also helps with the breakdown of mucus in the lungs. We have a tea which is going to look something like this. I made it this morning just to figure out the taste and the proportions. I'll be sharing the recipe, but it contains mashed ginger. It has a teaspoon of cinnamon or cinnamon sticks. It's got dry oregano powder. It's got dry tulsi or fresh tulsi leaves. It's got ajwain, which is bishop's weed. It's got jeera, which is cumin, and it's also got fennel seeds. You boil all of this together, and it's optional for you to add some crushed garlic as well if you wish to. And you boil all of that, and you make a tea that looks somewhat like this. You have 200 ml in the morning, you have 200 ml in the afternoon, 200 ml in the evening, and 200 ml in the night before you sleep. So you consume a liter of that tea throughout the day. What we're also going to look at getting, and it's famous and available all over our country, and most of you may already have it at home, is pure peppermint oil or pure eucalyptus oil. Because we're going to do 1 set of steam in the morning where we add about 2 drops of peppermint oil or 5 drops to 10 drops of eucalyptus oil to hot steaming water We put a towel over our head and we do steam inhalation for about 5 minutes. We're going to do that in the morning because you'll find that a lot of mucus starts getting loosened up. And we're going to repeat that somewhere in the evening post dinner, because during the day, most of the tips that I'm sharing right now you would have been doing, which loosens up the mucus. So we now have to get it out of your lungs, which is why we do an inhalation in the evening or before you sleep at night as well. As you all know, potassium chloride in my previous talk about salt is far more effective than sodium chloride. Your table salt is sodium chloride, which creates most of the issues today, ranging from water retention to high blood pressure. We switched to potassium chloride because the body can handle potassium far better than sodium. And the chloride has a function of removing excess carbon dioxide from your tissues, bringing it to your lungs for exhalation. So on this particular day, and it should actually be a lifestyle change that almost all of us make in our families, we should switch from sodium chloride to potassium chloride, which is nothing but rock salt or pink Himalayan salt. So on the day of the detox, we'll be cooking all our food in potassium chloride or pink salt. We'll start off our day with 250 ml of lemon water with a dash of cayenne pepper. That's spelled Cayenne. Cayenne pepper is from a specific chili and it's available all over the country. It helps you loosen up mucus in your lungs. So you'll actually feel a lot of snot coming out of your nose as well. And that's a sign of mucus loosening up in your lungs. So again, lemon water with cayenne pepper is a quick fix for people who have asthma and sinus issues to give them immediate relief as well. At night, we will do a castor oil pack. Now, most of us growing up, our parents have put us through this at some point. We buy a really good brand of castor oil. We take about a cup of it and we warm it gently. And then we take a towel or wool flannel, we soak it in that castor oil and we squeeze it out. And we put that castor oil pack on our chest, covering our lung area. We keep it on our chest for about 30 minutes because that warm castor oil has the ability to loosen up and eject most of the mucus that our lungs contain. Now, if you don't do the whole wool flannel thing or the cloth thing, all you can do is take warm castor oil and massage it deeply into your chest and lung area, because that oil has the ability to be absorbed through your skin. And then you cover yourself with a blanket or you put a couple of t-shirts on and you let that soak into your system for about 30 minutes. So you're in a lying position. So like I said, I'm going to share all these details in a structure so that we have a plan to follow on Friday. Now, the most important part and my favorite part of the lung detox is the way we breathe. Right now, or post this live session, you have the ability to remove excess carbon dioxide from your system. It's a very simple breathing exercise, which I'm going to share on my page, but hear me out right now. So you stand up, you stand with your back straight, your legs slightly apart, your shoulders hanging loosely. You inhale through your nose, a deep inhale, and you hold for about 4 to 6 seconds, whatever you're comfortable with. And then you exhale through your mouth. So you basically purse your lips together like, and you exhale through your mouth. Now, when you feel that you have no more carbon dioxide or air to exhale from, that's when the exercise starts. So you forcibly exhale. So you make a sound like ha, like an HA or a ho, H-O. So you exhale completely and then you do a so you'll feel your belly button suck in towards your spine. And you do that until you can't do it anymore. Now, this is different from the pranayama and Kapalbhati, completely different. So you inhale, you exhale until you can't exhale anymore, and then you make a sound like or and you will feel your belly button suck into your spine. Then you know you've got it right. And then you inhale again, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale the same way. All of us in our normal exhalation method, we never release all the carbon dioxide from our body, which is why a lot of us feel fatigue and tired throughout the day, because when carbon dioxide builds up in your blood, that's exactly what you're going to feel. When carbon dioxide builds up in your blood, you're going to reduce energy, you're going to feel fatigue, you're going to decrease the immunity of your cells, because your cells need oxygen to lose weight and to build immunity. But when you have more carbon dioxide and less oxygen, it changes the whole chemical equation in the body. So this breathing exercise will also work on tightening your core muscles, and it will give you that radiant glow in your face because it forces oxygen behind the capillaries in your skin. So doing this before a show or before clicking pictures, it'll give you that glow, and it's something that each of y'all can try right now. So on Friday, we'll be doing these exercises throughout the day, and you can start that right now after we finish the session as well. Try it. Stand up, inhale, hold, exhale completely. Your navel sucks into your spine, and you do it 4 to 5 times. You may feel a light dizziness in your brain because you're now flooding your brain with more oxygen, and you're creating an environment in your body which has expelled all of the carbon dioxide, which is a toxic and a waste gas. So this is exactly how your lung detox is going to look. I'm going to put it into a structure. We're going to set Friday as the date for detoxifying our lungs. So until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. See you all next time. Have a great day.